Hello there, lovely souls. Today we'll dive into part 3 of the 12 energetic laws of this universe. We'll look at which law you need to change from an empath, losing yourself in all the troubles of other people, to standing rock solid in yourself, and which law to bring in the magic. First law out today is the law number 5, the law of intuition. And this is your gut feeling. This is you knowing without knowing why you know. It's the subtle information that is going on between everything in this universe at all times and between people, and picking up on that. It makes you able to read the room, to feel how others are doing, to recognize their signals, and of course also to feel in synchronicity with the entire universe, because here's where you're reading the signs. You adapt, you listen, you feel and experience the movements of others, and then you adapt to that, just like an orchestra where everybody's playing their instrument and you have your violin. You can't start playing another tune. You are in synchronicity with your surroundings, and you need this law for compassion, from empathy, and for caring about other people, and also for creating intimacy between you and other people. So it's a beautiful law. Your intuition is something you really need to work on. It's something that you should listen to, and also of course you use this to listen to the universe and everything that's going on around you. And this is the law that very many healers and therapists use, because they have to tune into the other person. But we all need to use our intuition. We all need to use this law. And if you have troubles using it, it means you should speak less and listen more. Listen to your surroundings, listen to the universe, and tune into the universe, tune into other people. Be very brave here and ask the people you're surrounded with, people at work, people at home. Ask them if they feel seen, if they feel heard. To counterpart the law number 5, we need the law number 11, the law of integrity. This is what you need to set healthy boundaries, stand up for yourself and what you believe in, and also standing up for other people. And you need this law to accept that everybody doesn't agree with you at all times, and that's totally fine. If you're an empath and can't control your own feelings when it comes to other people's troubles and so forth, this is the law to use, because you can create a healthy distance. This law makes you brave and strong, and it makes you stand erect in the storm. It is about allowing things to be complicated sometimes, and allowing dissonance, that everything isn't smooth always. You know, dissonance is part of life, and this law makes you able to stand in that power. If you believe you need to work this law, then challenge yourself. Go out of your comfort zone. Be brave. You need the law of integrity to feel safe in your own skin. Stand up for everything you believe in, and for yourself most of all, and it makes a huge difference when you have integrated this one. Next law out is the law of spirituality, and here we are team players. This is the law we need to be part of the universe, part of it all. So here is where you feel a belonging rather than longing for something. When we use the law of spirituality, it's like we get this flow of energy which surpasses our intellect. It has nothing to do with our intellect anymore. It's pure energy. It's like when we're dancing and becoming part of the dance, or singing in a choir and becoming the music. And using the law of spirituality makes you feel like you have the entire universe on your team. And it's wonderful and magical, and here is where we create magic. To me personally, it actually means that I can drum for hours, whereas normally I have problems with brushing my teeth with these hands. It links me to the universal energy. It links me to everything else, the energy around me. So I'm not really using my physical body, my energy alone. I get the help from the universe. So whenever you feel you need help, then this is the law. This is important for your experience of spirituality, experience of connection, experience of flow, experience of being part of, belonging to, rather than being disconnected and all by your own. I think the lack of this law, the not knowing how to connect to the universe, is the reason, or at least one of the reasons, that very many people are using drugs these days. And I wouldn't recommend that, but I do understand why we want to and need to go out of our intellectual daily self and sort of open. But there are better methods to open towards the universe than using drugs, which then creates an imbalance in the entire energy system afterwards. Now, the counterpart to this law of spirituality is number 12, the law of wisdom. Here you cultivate patience and humbleness of the immense interconnectedness of everything, the complexity of it all. And if we don't use this law, we kind of think we've it all figured out already, or we can be very naive, or we can become complacent. It stimulates our intellectual abilities to grow, to see new angles, to understand more. It also creates stability, and it's slow. It doesn't happen in a moment. We don't get wise overnight. We get wise by using all the different laws, because this is the last law of the 12 energetic laws of this universe. So here's where we're putting everything together. And then we have to recognize that we only see a little part of it, that we only understand a little part of this universe. So humbleness is key word for this law, to fill us with curiosity and patience. Again, it's all about balance. So on the other side, we have the law of spirituality. On this side, we have the law of wisdom. The side of spirituality is the experience of the universe, and here we have the understanding of the universe. The experience of our life, the understanding of our life, the experience of religion or mysticism, the explanations, understandings. And sometimes we really need to change it because the experience changed. So then our understanding will keep changing. We want to keep evolving, and that's why we need to keep bringing in new pieces to our puzzle. I said there were 12 plus 1 energetic laws of this universe, and the plus 1 is maybe the most important of them all. It's the pause. When we take a conscious pause, then we are resetting our entire energy system. Just like when we're sleeping in the night, the body can recover and recharge. So what happens when we don't take a pause in time, when we're rushing and running and jumping from one thing to another, forgetting to take a break in time, forgetting to take a break between projects, during the day, during our week, during our year? You know, we need the pause, and when we don't take it, it sort of forces itself through. It creates chaos. Chaos is the most clear sign that you need to take a break. The thing is that many people don't really like to stop and take a break, because here is where we can feel doubt, which is a sane and healthy feeling. Doubting a little bit what we're doing, our projects, our this and that. This is a normal feeling, and it's part of the pause. Emptiness is another feeling that we often want to avoid, and so we fill the pause that we should have had with TV and music and podcasts and YouTube videos and whatnot. A pause means you're not absorbing new information, because when you're not absorbing anything new, then you can allow the energy system to reset, you can recover your energies in a total different way. But you will have to acknowledge that you have feelings of doubt or emptiness or other unpleasant feelings that can come up when we are taking a break. It's anyway totally necessary, so do it so that you don't need to miss the train, or the computer crashes, or something else hinders you or stops you and forces you to take a break. If you missed the two first part of this introduction, check them out and be sure to subscribe, because next week it's full moon and I'll present my new full moon meditation. So hang in there, let's share some love.